There once was a squirrel and her name was LilRed. She ate some bad peaches, it went to her head. She stumbled and staggered home to her bed. And when she woke up in the morning, she said, "Let's listen. LilRed, LilRed, she goes where no other squirrels tread. Squirrel!
Squirrel! Hey, y'all, hey. It's LilRed. I hope y'all had a good Sunday. I didn't. I worked all day, which was not work at all. It was just being forced to sit near a computer and wait for a phone to ring that never rings. Let me say hi to everyone. Let's see here. Hey. So I lied. My office is still like it was. I got some of the stuff in that I'm going to put on the walls. Hopefully I'll get some stuff done in here tonight. It's been busy around here, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay. Violet Witch, hey. D, welcome back. Sherry, my moderators, I love y'all. Ooh, the writing's little. I must have, yeah, it's smaller than normal. Excuse me. Robin Becker, welcome back. Good to see you. Bama Huntress, hi. Adam Harris, how are you doing? Phyllis Elliott, hey, always busy, hi. Crazy Tia, I'm doing good. I hope y'all are. Hermie's mom, I love you. Really hate the fighting, but love to listen to Red, sue me. Well, maybe you won't hear any fighting over here. I don't think you will. Unless some trolls come in. Which could happen. You never know. Okay, that was it. No more ice chewing, sorry. Let's see here. Did I say hey to everybody? Did I miss somebody? True Prue, good afternoon, welcome. Tammy Renee, welcome. I did miss a few people. Yeah, my back hurts today. Hey, Laura. Hello. My back is killing me still. It's been 4 or 5 days now. I don't know what to do. It goes away when I touch the pressure point behind my knee, but I can't keep my hand behind my knee all the time. Hey, S.C. Johnson. And my left hand's numb. It's been numb for 2 days. There's something pinching in my back from sleeping wrong, I think. No, not you fighting, you laughing at silly people. You're just real words and all. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Speaking of real words, did y'all see Katie's IG Live last night? Oh my goodness. Hey, Hollyana. Oh my goodness. She can't get it right if it's handed to her. Like on a silver platter with the word, it could be edited, it could be scripted for her. She still wouldn't get it right. Hey, Miss Cassandra. So she did this whole live, and I was like, almost everything she said was right, except for all these people that harassed her and accused her of false allegations, accused her of lies. No, ma'am, they were all lies. We didn't accuse you of lies. You accused me of lies. We didn't accuse you of lies. And she kept including LilRed in this case stuff. I was sending information to the other side. No, never did that. I barely kept up with the case. I kept up with the case because my name was in it. And also, I don't know. She's a whole ass joke. It is making KJ look good, this Nat stuff. But you know what? I I was one of those that wouldn't speak their mind about Nat, because I was scared to, but I didn't believe a lot because it didn't make sense. But KJ, she's going to take it and stay running with it and run in the right direction. She's going to do it wrong, and she's going to tell lies when there's no lies need to be told. It's like when we say she's shitty enough without us adding to it. We can just call her on her shitty behavior, and that's enough. We don't have to make shit up. She's got enough right now to be golden and be good. And hey, Billy Martin, and she will run with it, and she'll exaggerate and stretch the truth and tell lies until she's a whole ass joke again. I think she already got there today, last night. So confusing. Is Mandy giving Dot a pass? I wonder about that too. Yep. And you know what? I'm on Top Chat. I should know better. Let's see if I missed anyone being on live and not, or top and not live. It's hot here today, I hear, y'all. My poor back. Tammy Renee. I've been on YouTube all weekend. What did I miss? What have you not missed, Tammy? What did you know about? You know, Nat got outed, or she admitted. Hey, Angela. Did you see Kay Baxter live last night with Little Miss Noble? I'm so confused about all this. Feel like my big soap opera. What? I didn't. So Little Miss Noble was on Kay Baxter? I did not know that. I figured she'd be like hiding. Also, well, I won't even say that. The stuff Amanda is reading, she was DM. I kind of feel bad for KJ. I kind of feel bad for KJ for having a stalker for however long. And also, no one believed her at all. I didn't. I did believe that Nat was lying, but I didn't believe this whole stalker story that Katie had, because she didn't say it was Nat specifically. But she's ruining it for herself already. They suck, True Prue. Back problems suck. Okay. Let's see what I missed. It was something else. So is she denying it? What's she got to say about it? Now I'm curious. Damn it. I've watched everything else except what I needed to watch, I guess. Kay doesn't show up in my searches or my the heck. You have to give me just a second. Mm-hmm. Give me 1 second. I'm still here. I know y'all get sick of me going off and on with that camera, but I'm so self-conscious. It worries me. Okay. Still don't look no better. Hey, Colleen. Kay wasn't buying it. Oh. Let me read. I'm going between here and Charlotte. Is Charlotte live? Oops. I saw that she was live earlier, so I didn't think to check again. Little Miss Noble. Oh, what about Katie dogging some people's names and saying that I'm sure I agree if they were doing illegal stuff under sock house, they shouldn't be able to be anonymous. But who has made her jury to decide if Little Miss Noble has broke the law yet? I mean, I'm sure she has. I think she has. But she hasn't been convicted or tried. And I'll say, she said Shen's real name, allegedly. And Shen is one of the ones that spoke up in defense or against Nat. So I know it burns her hide she can't dox Dottie. Real name. Aunt Lissy, hey. If y'all wondering why I'm looking so weird, this is a low back kind of chair, but I'm trying to get the heating pad that's behind me on the spot it hurts. So I'll be laying down here in a minute. Just a minute. Just give me a few minutes. Mm-hmm. I was in K's stream last night. I'm gonna give up a lot. Who? Ellie gave up. Oh, Little Miss Noble gave up a lot of stuff. Oh, I gotta watch that then. I always miss it. I always miss the good stuff. Hey, oh, I said hey to Robin. Yeah, I'm in pain. I wonder if I switch chairs again. Usually if I switch chairs, it gets better. I'm in this one. I need to put my swing back, but it's going to go up somewhere in here. I don't know. I have a neurosurgery appointment on Tuesday. Wow. I'm a hot mess, y'all. So, well, what else? Katie's live. Let's talk. When did we start calling sock accounts sock puppets? Does anybody know? Is that a thing? Did I miss something? Did I not get the memo? No one told me. No one told me at all. Sock puppet. It's sock puppets. I love it. Is Adam leaving? I'm about half scared I have kidney stone. Oh no, I've never had one either. But I heard they're not fun. Now, maybe I can quit fidgeting. I didn't get the memo either. Yeah. Okay, well, memo, note to self, sock accounts are now puppets. Hey, Hillbilly, what's good? Did you come to say Katie Joy's 5151 or something? Glad you have an appointment Tuesday. I'm doing okay. I hope you don't have a kidney stone. True. Y'all, I'm trying to get it right. Oh, my son just left, so I rescheduled the stream and I pushed it back because I thought he was going to be here for a little while. And then as soon as I get back into the other room, he says, well, we got to go pick up my little sister. I was like, well, you should have told me that a while ago. Here's someone in there moving around. Emily Artful said sock puppets. Maybe Katie got that from her. LilRed Manda Pants was live and drunken Amazon woman was in there crying victim again. Imagine that. What is that her name? Drunken Amazon woman? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm so dumb. I love y'all. I love you people. Seriously. What's the victim status this time, Colleen? Please do tell. And y'all can tell drunken Amazon woman I didn't understand the joke because I was nodding off on heroin enemas or something. Duh, sorry. If I didn't get the tall woman reference, I'll never get anything. I'm okay. I'm gonna do something. It's killing me. Hold on. I'm gonna change the chairs so the heating pad will reach higher. Sorry. I can't wait to get my office right. I cannot wait to get my office right. It's so messy after I spend 9 hours working. Not working, actually. That's over next week at least. Maybe the next job will actually have some work for me to do. So I won't have so much time to. Maybe this will be better. I don't know. Are you doing? Oh, I gotta scroll down. I'm way lost. Thank you so much, Sherry. I seen that we got blocked. Who got blocked? Wait, let me go to Billy. Colleen, I told her she wasn't too hurt when she said F you to Charlotte, LilRed, and PJ, and they timed me out. Really? Who are the mods over there? Amanda didn't have a lot of mods. And I had a conversation, a nice conversation with Amanda maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Maybe, I don't know. I'm terrible with time, so I don't know how long. It wasn't long ago. And she said she was very nice. She said she didn't intend for it to look like she picked sides or whatever. And, all stuff you're supposed to say when you make nice with people. But I thought it was sincere. And it was nice. I had never had an issue with my underpants. So nobody could speak their actual opinion there. Hey, Joey. Joey, you drunk. Shut up. Maybe send Joey a link. Let's listen. Oh, gosh. I got all my signs. I got a detour sign, a median sign, a stop sign, and then I had a sign Katie had me made that says let's listen. So that's gonna be on my wall behind me when I get my office set up correctly. Okay, Joey, go do your Twitter DMs, friend. I wish Waxy was here too. It's also Suzanne Dottie in our stream. She has definitely taken stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, okay. I ain't got no beef with anybody. Actually. So they can pick sides if they want to. I want no part of it. I sure hope so, Sherry. Time to move things forward. Whatever needs to be done. Thank you so much. I agree. Oh, there's a hashtag. I'm not drunk. I like it. She was drunk when she said I'm not drunk that time, Colleen. I'm saying. Maybe not drunk, but the longer that stream got, the more not drunk, the less not drunk she sounded. Which is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with a little drunk once in a while. She accidentally unblocked you. Tammy, how? What do you mean accidentally? Maybe she just unblocked you on purpose. Maybe it wasn't accidental. Maybe it was deliberate and intentional. I gave Susanna earful. Somebody needs to get that. Let me not. Let me hush. You hush. In my opinion, Suzanne may be one of those people that her hatred for KJ goes beyond facts and truth. Suzanne said she wasn't white. I heard somebody say now she's. Is that what T-Spiracy was talking about when she said then she denied being white? I didn't know who she was talking about. Well, maybe she's. What is she? What is she if she's not? I mean, I guess it's possible she's not. And we'd never heard anything about it last year. That's possible. I don't care what color she is. She should be able to see the truth without it knocking her in the face. She is in Manda's stream too. Is Manda live now? Y'all don't go there until after me. Okay, Joey. I'm waiting. You got the link. Whenever you... Oh, there he is. I was on the wrong screen. Oopsie. Hey, Joey. How you doing? We don't have any sound. Joey. He's trying to get sound, y'all. He has trouble with the sound. He might be on delay. Oopsie. Aaron Carter just started a live, y'all. No lie.
Can you hear me?
Hey, I can now. How are you?
Okay. All right. Somehow it changed my setting since the last time I was here. I don't know why.
Everybody say, "Hey, Joey, good to see you."
So
what about all this mess? Have you kept up abreast of the?
No, I went to PJ's last night, because every now and then I check out her stream. I don't check it out that often. And she kept saying, I'm not drunk. And I thought she was talking about herself. I had no idea that this was like a meme until later on. She played, she played that, she played the T-Spiracy thing, And I was like, oh, okay.
Can you believe it?
Well, I just you and F you and F you.
This is after she would have been golden too, maybe if she had. Well, no, that wouldn't happen. Well, she got mad at. I'm not saying she got mad. She blocked someone who said Nat is lying, right? And it was like they were really good friends, so it made people go, huh? Then she went live and said that I was doing heroin on a live stream. I did fall asleep. It was terrible, but I didn't get drunk live. I got drunk and then went live. So I made a bad decision after I got drunk.
Yeah.
So that was a bad decision. But I was drunk. That's hashtag I was drunk.
I think you said that something like, she was like, oh, look, that's a tourniquet on the floor.
Oh, my God. Where's this belt? Let me show you this motherfucker. Oh, my God. I still got it, and I ain't undone it yet. This is my ex-boyfriend's belt. It's been in the dresser. I don't know why. It was in one of these dressers that was in here. I don't know. That is not in the first loop. That is looped inside of itself. I don't know how it got that way. But it was on the floor. I don't know. She's lost her mind. I don't know. But
that is funny, the clip that they took out, though. Like, I'm not drunk. The way she says it just sounds funny.
Well, she was slurring, too. And what's wrong with being drunk? She can be drunk if she wants to. Hey, Susie. But I mean, it's not a good look to go after LilRed 100 times. I mean, how many times is she gonna say I've got a record and I'm a drug addict? And I mean, if she cares, because she said she cares, she doesn't want me to die. That's what she said. If she cared, she would not be on YouTube telling everybody that she thinks I'm going to die. She would reach out to me.
Well, I never, remember I never told you like the whole. I don't know whether I told you the whole story about like I used to go to like Tiny Dancer's stream because she's got like 10 people there. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have a lot of people there. I would go there when she was like playing like The Sims or something like that. You know, and it'd be fun to watch because there would be like few people, so it was kind of it's like I like those like like chat when Chastity would do ones. It's just chat. There'll only be a few people there. We'd all be talking to each other. So I used to like going. Like I know that she didn't like you, but that's between you and her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not my. You know what I mean? It's not my battle. Well, if she's being a D bag, then she's being a D bag. But we had never had a problem. So, like, I go in there and she's like saying all this weird stuff. One of these times when she's streaming, she's like accusing me of stuff. So I go to her Twitter and I'm like, what's going on? Like, what are you talking about? And we had a nice little conversation. She's like, oh, well, because she goes, like, I blocked her. I go on Twitter. I go, I didn't block you. I go, I deactivated my account for a while. Once I did, I deactivated my Twitter for like 3 months.
Yeah, it was gone.
And the last time after I deactivated it, for some reason, it wouldn't let me, when I reactivated, so I didn't lose the account. I went to deactivate it again. It's like the option wasn't there for me to deactivate it. So that's why I came back. I was like, all right, well, I just won't, I'm not going to just delete the account. I'll just won't talk that much. I don't really get involved in, any of the stuff. So then, but we had talked and she's like, oh, okay, well, so long as don't have a problem with me, I don't have a problem with you. I'm like, okay. And so I go to her stream. I don't know if she's all wasted or whatever, but she's like,
she's baked most of the time.
What are you doing here, Joey? You're up to something bad. And she she blocks me. Yeah, she accused me of spying on her. I was like, well, I could just go and watch her stream. You know what I mean? I don't have to talk in her chat to spy on her. You know what I mean?
Hey, Shala.
And she could see everything that I was saying, so it's not like. So I wasn't saying, oh, like Dottie is terrible, or you know what I mean. I don't know her circle of friends. I know Dottie is in with she's good with the Dottie, but I don't know what her her clique is now. So I wasn't like this person's bad and that person's bad, and I was just like, hey, how's it going? Because I mean, like the time I told you when she was acting the first time, she was weird. She was saying a lot of personal stuff. She went through a lot of stuff when she was a teenager. It was really heavy that she was talking about. I felt terrible.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So I was very sympathetic, to what she went through. I mean, she was to be like, like I've had physical problems since I was like 12, 13, but I had a loving household. I lived in like Mayberry, it was like where I grew up basically, you know what I mean? So it was all, I didn't have any of those that, I didn't have any of that trauma to have to deal with. And, what she had to go through at that point of her life was sad. You know what I mean? I felt bad for her. And it, like I said, just next time I go in there, she blocks me and then she's acting all like, I don't know how do you say it? Like, tough guy, like, yeah, blocked him. I don't know, I don't know what he's up to. And, Dottie's asking if I was creeping on her. I mean, come on,
what?
Like, she's like way young,
Well, you had messaged her a while back and she didn't respond too, right?
No, well, not her. I don't think so. The only
Mother's Day or something?
The last time I had talked to her was like she watched, I think, like one of my last streams, the ones I did with
Lacey,
right? And I talked about Saturnalia, which is the the Roman holiday that basically is like Christmas. You know what I mean? It's what Christmas is. Saturnalia. And I'd sent her a link for that, and she was talking about, like, one of the times, like, I was in there, like I told you, watching her sim stream. She was talking about, like, dyeing her hair, and I was like, yeah, you got to dye, because I don't know, I think purple hair is kind of cool. And I was like,
Hey,
yeah,
mine's purple in person.
yeah, you gotta dye it, but you need the real purple, like the deep purple. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like that's what I was telling her.
This looks
Uh,
purple in person, not on camera.
oh, okay. It doesn't look that, but you
Uh-uh.
know what I'm talking about, like royal purple, like
Uh-huh. Yeah,
purple,
mine
like,
isn't quite that purple. Yeah.
yeah, I like that. I think that's a cool look, and like, or when girls have like the red hair, and maybe not for like ever, but as a change, is pretty cool. And
Right.
I was like, yeah, you should get that. And I sent her like a picture of you know, it was kind of like a rainbow thing this girl had done. It was really cool. Um,
Oh, I know someone that does blue and purple, and it's cool.
yeah, but I never hit on her because she's like, I mean, she's not a kid. She's in her 30s, but compared to my age, she's really young. You know what I mean? Like, I would feel that would feel odd to me. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say. I think I need someone a little more mature than, yeah. And, I told you I've been through therapy, and one of the things you learn when what they teach you, at least in therapy, is, if you go through therapy, don't find somebody else who needs therapy. You know what I mean? It's the saying was, I remember the one guy said, it was like, if you have one broken can and you put it together with another broken can, he goes, what do you get? You get two broken cans. So, you know what I mean? Don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, so, and, and my sister, she's always on me, like, don't go for the wounded sparrows. You know what I mean?
You've said that to me one
Don't,
time, but you were using it against me.
don't
I
do
know
that. Don't be with, like, it's just, it's
right.
not good. You know what I mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I watch out for my own mental health, and, what I mean? Being with someone like that would not be good for my mental health. It just wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I could be friends with her, but to
What
actually,
about what if you meet somebody who's been through years of therapy?
it depends on whether they're in a good place in their life. You get what I'm trying to say? If they're stable, if someone's not, you know what I mean? Because I
I've never
wouldn't,
met anyone. I've never met anyone like that, but I'm just wondering.
I wouldn't consider her stable. So, what I'm trying to say,
Right.
she's still got a lot of issues to go on. You know what I mean? Like, she's a work in progress. So,
Right.
I'm sure she's kind of cute, I guess, you know what I mean? Not exactly my type, yeah, I guess, you know what I mean? I'm sure I'm not her type. So it's a win-win for both of us, you know what I
Well,
mean?
she's
So,
yeah, win-win.
yeah.
I don't that's weird, but
She was just my friend, you know what I mean? Just someone I knew from online, and I knew her from here because she used to come on as a guest. That's how I knew her, you
yeah.
know?
Well, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I didn't say anything to her that or ever have words with her to make her go her way, but whatever.
Well, and
We are where we are in life for a reason, and I'm glad we're here for a reason. Um,
and okay, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, like how like I don't want to present myself as like a perfect person either. Like, I remember the one time that, she came on and she wouldn't shut up.
That's,
And you know what I mean? She kept interrupting because it was one of those ones you were drinking on purpose. You would kind of talk about drinking
yeah,
and she wouldn't stop. And
like
then
I needed a reason or an excuse.
when we had the after show, we talked about her. Me, you, Dottie, we all talked, because we're all not perfect. We're like, "Gee, what the hell was that? It's like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, we all did it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not like we're all catty, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, well, let's not present ourselves as, perfect people. I mean, she came on and she was disruptive, and we had something to say about it after she wasn't around, and it was all of us. It wasn't like just me. It wasn't just you, and it wasn't just Dottie. It was all of us. I mean, I think even Chastity was there, but I can't remember. I just know it was the three of us were there.
Well, I had DMs, and I didn't. I think this is what she may have been told. I don't know, but I had DMs from people that said if she's going to be on panel, I'm not going to be there because of that night. And I knew like because of a few nights, but everybody ain't everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. There's people who love to hate me. There's people who love to hate you probably. She wasn't
Well,
I get
hate.
for the channel. I talked about it with my regular panel members, and it was just, I mean, it wasn't a hard decision. She had been there 2 or 3 nights in a row, and she was never intended. It wasn't intended to be a regular thing because I had like 4 regulars already. But I don't know how that story was twisted to her to make, her hate me.
Well, what I was gonna say? Oh, jeez, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Hey, Sarah.
This is why sometimes I gotta blurt it out because if I wait like 5 seconds, I'm like, because I'm old.
Me too. That's why I interrupt, because if I wait, I'll forget. Where Tiny Dancer seems like a very. She talked about. That's what he's saying. Always busy. She talked about her childhood or teenage years.
Yeah.
She went through some stuff.
Yeah,
Hey,
some serious stuff, which is someone her age, that age, should not have to go through.
Right. That said, people were in AKC's comments saying that too. Saying what?
Oh yeah, now I remember. Before I forget, like I get hate because I didn't bail on you. You know what I mean? Because I didn't like just say, well, because you and I fought a lot. You know what I mean?
We did.
And because I wasn't like, you know what? Fuck Red. I'm gonna go make a stream on her. Like I didn't do any of that. You know what I mean? Like we just talked in private and worked things out. And you know what I mean?
You know what? It was you being a real friend and not an internet fake friend. You could have very easily went to your YouTube and made a video and denounced LilRed and hated me, but we were friends. Like we talked on the phone. We were real friends,
Well, I care about you as a person. You know what I mean? I cared about Dottie too. I don't know why she doesn't. I never had any problem with her. So, but she doesn't, because like I said, because I didn't choose her side. Now I'm kind of like an enemy. Even though, because she was the one person. Because I sent like a whole bunch of people. And people don't like you too, you know what I mean? Like, like Amy Lou and Unveiling and stuff. And we don't talk, but we interact a little bit.
Right.
And I sent them all Happy Mother's Day when it was Mother's Day. I said Happy Mother's Day because I knew they all had children, so so I knew Dottie had she's got a couple of kids. I sent her. She was the only one who didn't respond to me. Everybody else said
that's
thank you.
so odd to me. Like, of all people, she would be the one that would, I would think. Allegedly, thank you so much for $49.99.
Well, yeah,
super
$50.
sticker. That's amazing.
Yeah, $50. Yeah.
Thank you.
People are gonna have to wait a minute. Make sure you mark that down. Red got a super chat.
Oh yeah, are we counting? I don't think they count mine. I don't get as many. So they count Charlotte's.
I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Put it this way. It's the equivalent of saying, "I want to see your paycheck. Let me see your pay. How much you make?"
Well, also, if you're gonna make a claim, sorry, I'm addicted an hour later. If you're gonna make a claim that somebody's side fishing because they have emotion on their channel, don't have emotion on your channel. Don't go on your channel and cry and be emotional. And then when you're taking up for yourself later, say, how many super chats did I get? What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah, I understand going, because I think for someone like Dottie, I believe that's like, it's an outlet for her. Like I'm in a pretty rural area. She's pretty social. She goes out a lot though. So but I understand how maybe she doesn't have somebody to talk. She considers like the internet as a place to talk about these things, which is fine. You know what I mean? However, you can't decide how people want to.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Dottie.
She goes to the bar twice a week to play
No,
darts.
but no, that's what I was trying to say. Like, but you were saying like you shouldn't go on your stream, and
Oh, yeah. I
however,
said, if you're going to be
however anybody,
judgmental,
however anybody deals with their own thing is it's just their own thing. I don't really care. You know what I
right.
mean? And especially if they're making their audience likes it. That's fine. You know what I mean? Um, but you shouldn't be counting anybody else's money because that has nothing to do with you. That's
Get
like
out of
me
my
saying,
pocket.
yeah, like, oh, Keemstar has like, he's got 5 million subs and I got 150. That's not right.
Right.
Keemstar's, like,
I
they
want to
whoever
read.
has it, you know what I mean? Like Charlotte put in her work. You know what I'm trying to say? Like she would stream like every day for like a long time. When she got docked, I think she stopped a little bit, but she would do like couple hours a day, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, and so she worked at it and she built up a following and she got people who want to give her money. Like, why don't hate the player or the game,
Pay
you know
the
what I
game.
mean?
Pay the game. Don't hit the
Yeah,
player.
you
I want
you
to read. I want to read 2 comments. And
well
you're
you
going
got
to
one
want.
you got one more super chat, so just so you recognize that.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Lola, for the super 1999 super sticker. Thank you. You're amazing. You're going to want to stop me after the first one, but don't. Let me read both. Colleen says, Joey, thank you for not turning your back on Red. The last thing she needed was her friends to turn on her when she needed us the most. You are amazing, Colleen. Thank you, Joey, too. And JC said, LilRed, wishing you well. I don't like making my opinions public. So this is nerve-wracking. Please know you are supported. Yes, I am a mod for Aaron. They know I don't like what was said about you. You can be a mod for anyone you want to. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. But were they talking about me in Aaron's stream too? I've never said anything bad about Aaron. Even when I felt like she wasn't, even when I felt like she picked a side, I've never, with constant, like people saying, are you sure about Aaron? She can be friends with who she wants to be, whatever. But I guess it's coming to a place where there ain't going to be no choice. I don't know. Y'all ain't got to pick a side as far as I'm concerned. I don't know how well that'll go over. And I do feel like it's gotten to a place where if you support me and you're friends with me, you consider yourself friends with me, I don't know how you can support both because the things that have been said are horrible. But if you can and you can work that out, good on you. And I will be supportive of your friendship with everyone because I don't think the subscribers should ever have to be involved in this mess. I don't think this mess should even be a thing that's going on because had she not mentioned me the other night in her rant, I don't know that I would have said anything. I didn't I didn't even say her name. When I had to talk about the whole Natalie thing, I had to. There was no not talking about that. But I don't think I said her name. I try not to.
But in your real life, you must have had a couple of friends who basically hated each other. And you didn't choose like, well, I'm not going to be friends with you because you hate this person. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, well, you know what I mean? Like
my biggest responsibility in that is keeping them two friends apart. Like don't have them show up at the same place with me,
Yeah, and what you could do is
I lost your sound, Joey.
Say
you're cutting out. Can't hear you.
Like, hey, look, between you guys, whatsoever, and it's like I didn't choose. Like, well, you're cooler or something, or you know what I mean? Like, I guess the measurement online is, well, you have more subs, or you get more views, or so. I don't understand that philosophy. Yeah, you shouldn't have to choose. You know what I mean? Just don't, you're not, and don't just don't participate. You know what I mean? Like, don't dogpile. Like, go like, don't go one day you go to the one channel and you talk bad about the one person, and then you go to the other channel and you talk about the other person badly. You know what I mean? That's
right.
You don't do that.
This is true. And also, you can support someone and still tell them. And I had people that did that. They didn't leave me in December, but they did tell me their issues with me. Like, this bothers me. Like, you have a problem with this. I appreciate that too. So, constructive criticism amongst friends.
Your audio got
But what?
your audio. Okay, your audio is cutting out.
Oh, yours was just.
No. It's probably my internet connection because it just said the chat disconnected for a second. So.
Oh yeah. What about? Well, we played that here, right? The T-Spiracy.
Oh, did you? It's just the one part that cracks me up is it's her tone when she says I'm not drunk, and the way she clipped it was pretty funny. I gotta admit it was funny.
Yeah, that was bound to happen.
And the way she's got the people like, who is that? Is that Britney Spears with the shocked face?
I think so.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So the people that she's got in the background, like when she's saying "F you" to everybody, she's got the girl with the heart, and she did a good job of, since it's only a minute long, but she did a good job of editing it. It is kind of funny.
Okay, someone did a video, and it's kind of like a TED Talk. That's what she called it. I'm gonna see if I can find it. And there's a couple of things on there that I'm not in line with. Like, we don't agree on everything. Like, she mentioned a couple of things Aaron had done that I was involved in, and I was okay with the police report video because it wasn't intended the way a lot of people took it. But I'm gonna play it if I can find it. If y'all know, sipping tea under the willow tree is a account. It's an account on YouTube that a lot of people kind of turned against because I think because she started out being vocal that she didn't know that Saltsy or Nat were being 100% straight up, like that they were 100%, and she was right, and me and her kind of bonded over that, and now finally I guess she's allowed to have her opinion since she was right. But she told me I could play this. It is 10 minutes. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. It's just talk. Oh, oops. It's just her statement about it and her feelings. Again, the part, the police report part, there's a couple parts about EKC that I was okay with her doing. I mean, but I mean, it's the way it was intended, perception, and all that good stuff. Let me see if I can. I got to share.
What police report are we talking about now?
The police report stream that we did on my channel that Aaron presented. Yeah,
you got a bunch of heat for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did. But it's okay. Whatever. Yeah. So let's make us. I want to. Nope, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. I'm trying to get it the layout like I want it. But I'm having trouble. Okay, we'll do it like that. And let's listen.
Each and every one of you.
Oh,
it has been.
That might be too fast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I will preface this by saying, if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I thank you. I want you to know that I appreciate you all. However, I might ruffle a lot of feathers, and I'm sad because by the end of this video, I might lose some of you. I understand, and believe me when I say that I've appreciated the support of each and every one of you. It has been quite the week. Well, it's been quite a month, I guess. A month of the most hypocrisy I've ever seen in my life. The anti-KJ community was built on the common thread of hatred of Without a Crystal Ball. The complete lack of self-awareness regarding her own actions. A woman that claims to have been abused repeatedly, something I will not dispute as I've seen with my own eyes. But knowing the pain and danger that doxing causes, then turns around and does it herself. She has done that to people she covers in her stories. She does it with her detractors. She has repeatedly discussed the sexual abuse of minor victims, simply because she dislikes the family they come from. The claims that Katie Joy makes, in some cases, are absolutely disgusting and distasteful. Her investigation tactics, in my opinion, are unethical. Here is a question to consider, however. Is Katie Joy the only questionable figure on YouTube? Is she the only questionable person in a capacity? This is something that I've thought about quite a bit over the past few months. Do we dissect each and every misstep every creator we dislike makes? Just asking for a friend. Does Katie Joy deserve the campaign of hate that's been levied against her? Did she deserve calls to CPS and the police? In my opinion, Nat had proved to be problematic upon an examination of the declaration that was filed in the court case. Guess what? That's my opinion, and I am no longer afraid to voice it. I will not be silenced. Things that she discussed in the document in some cases simply didn't add up. Looking at the screenshots that were included revealed timestamps that provided a possible location of the sender, profile pictures that didn't match in the same message, and fonts that were incorrect. And often there were grammatical errors that were the same as in Nat's confirmed messages compared with those of the harassers. I say harasser rather than hacker because I firmly believe that there is a difference. While it remains to be seen whether or not there is a hacker out there, harasser is far different. There were things from our own personal conversations that simply didn't add up. You see, there was a time when Nat and I were friendly. As I hadn't known her long enough, I did not yet consider to be a friend, but we were friendly and talked quite a bit. In fact, the night her declaration broke, I messaged her because I wanted to make sure she knew and could prepare herself for the backlash that might ensue. For quite a few of us, we didn't just come to the horrible opinion that she might be more involved in the harassment that many of us were enduring out of a sense of malice. In fact, for some of us, it was actually a difficult pill to swallow. Sadly, here we are a little over 5 months later, and Katie Joy, among others, continue to receive death threats and disgusting messages. Katie Joy may be problematic, but does she deserve this? I do, however, have a message for Ms. Crystal Ball if she happens across this video. You have greatly damaged your own credibility when discussing these threats, the doxing, the calls to CPS, and the police. You simply can't keep levying allegations at every Tom, Dick, and Harry. The following have been accused of these actions: Steve McRae, fans of the Duggars, Michael Long supporters, Creepshow Arts, Shen, Haiti Joyless, anti-vaxxers. And now Nat, Little Miss Noble, and many others. You can't keep accusing each and every person of being a troll that is waging a targeted harassment campaign against you. Have you faced harassment? Most definitely. But simply disagreeing with your point of view does not a troll make. Making a video pointing out your problematic behavior is not targeted harassment. Please, Katie, if you want people to believe you and have faith in what you're saying, please stop playing the little boy that cried wolf. Please, I beg you. Let's move on. I have been very vague in my previous videos regarding which creators I was discussing out of in some cases, fear, and in others just because there remains a small amount of respect for those involved. From the actions I've observed in the past few weeks, I've lost a good deal of that respect, and it is time to speak my mind. Once again, last night I watched EKC People Sucks justify the discussion of Katie Joy's sexual assault on her channel. The excuse was that Katie had discussed her sexual assault on multiple platforms on multiple occasions. And that's okay, because that was her story to tell. There is never an excuse to discuss a sexual assault report of a victim or justifying it by rationalizing their inconsistencies. The Freedom of Information Act has to do with public agencies, not private individuals. True, the claim was that it was about a police officer, but it also had to do with the sexual assault of an individual. Just as the Duggar girls are currently in a lawsuit because their incident report was released to the media, Katie Joy has every bit as much reason to be upset about her own being released. Fine, she may or may not have lied or embellished about the reporting process, but how many
Can you
times
stop for 1 second?
have you heard the mantra that we should believe?
The only thing I want to say is about the FOIL thing. It's not just about public agencies. Put it this way, that's why you'll get TMZ finds, I'm trying to say, they'll get police reports and stuff like that. It's about that, stuff that is in the, like police reports. All that stuff is public information. So if you file, unless it's sealed, you're entitled to have it. Like whether, people should have gotten it, I don't know, but I just don't agree with the point that that's only intended as a watchdog for public agency. That's not the intention of what FOIL is. That's all I
Right.
got to say.
Okay. And we're almost halfway through it, y'all. Let's listen.
Believe the victim. I guess we believe the victim when it isn't Katie. The ironic thing is that while EKC justifies the discussion of the sexual assault report, she then turns around and crucifies the boy for somehow obtaining the medical records of a child abuse victim. It was a trash move to somehow access documents from a family court case. It would be okay to obtain the incident report from a police station. Let's move on to contacting her husband's employer. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, this was wrong. Simply wrong. The justification that you were worried about her because of mail's release is simply disgusting. If you were so worried about her health and welfare, why not simply contact her yourself? But no, instead a line was crossed and it moved into real life. There are some other things that I could say, but I will move on. Dottie Morgan is someone I have also seen extremely problematic behavior from. I initially began watching her at the suggestion of Charlotte. Ironically, Dottie, in her hatred of Charlotte, tweeted something along the lines of if you came to her channel because of Charlotte, she didn't care if you left. Not a direct quote, so please don't sue me. And declare Charlotte to be problematic while disregarding her own behavior. She declares that Charlotte has her evil subscribers targeting her while forgetting that her own followers participated in a hate campaign of their own on Twitter, including a discussion that they had to place a mole in a private discussion group to gain intel. This is a creator who takes pride in her funny Barty Fridays. Stay classy, Dottie. Stay classy. Dottie has no problem calling out Charlotte and her subscribers. No problem pointing out the sad fishing she claims Charlotte does in every stream. Super chats counted. Okay. Well, a month or so ago, she had a cry fest filled with expletives. When I made a comment that she was sad fishing, I was blocked and found myself the victim of my own expose video the next day. Everyone came to Dottie's defense. She was just upset and hurt, not sad fishing. It was completely different than what Charlotte does. Rant number 2 was on Wednesday night. I thought I had a potty mouth, but man, Dottie takes the cake. FUs to creators, subscribers. Hell, I think even Jack the Ripper might have been.
Amen.
I'm not sure. Dottie forgets that there do remain some crossover subscribers between both her channel and Charlotte's. Way to romance those subs, Dottie. Great job. Please don't sit there questioning why you are losing subs. Try looking inward. Could it possibly be your own problematic behavior rather than those being asked to choose? Just saying.
Can you pause for a second again?
Have a case of buyer's remorse and remove the video.
Everybody goes through a period where they lose subs. Like you had a little bit. It's just part of the YouTube thing where you'll have a surge, and then some people become disenfranchised or whatever.
Yeah.
And they leave, and that it's just a normal part of the cycle. It doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm trying to say? Just you got to get used to. Like I think I pointed this out before. I'm in the creative field. Well, I'm in the creative field, and I work really hard. When I used to be, when I did my photography, and I always tried my hardest. But sometimes my clients weren't happy, and you can't sit there and say, well, these people are a piece of crap. They weren't happy, you know what I mean? And I either tried to adjust, you know what I mean, took their criticism, you know what I'm trying to say, and tried to change something I did. Like, sometimes it was like just really outrageous, but if it was something that, I thought was a valid criticism, I would add it to my knowledge base, because you're always supposed to grow. So, when you're in a creative field, you can't please everybody. Everybody's never not going to love you forever. You're going to do something that they don't care for, because we're all individuals. So don't act like when certain people don't go with the program like that, there's some nefarious motive to it. It just means that you're just different.
Right. You're not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, let's listen.
Video after it finished. But like is seen with another problematic YouTuber, the internet is forever. No one seems to care when Katie's lives are recorded and deleted YouTubes are captured. That is fine because it's her, right? When T-Spiracy made a dance mix of Dottie's greatest hits, she was accused of bullying for making the video, and Charlotte was a bully for showing it. Perhaps Dottie forgets her own hit. Bulldogs, White Knights, and Mean Girls Oh My.
Yep.
Directed specifically towards Julie Virgo. This classic hit was uploaded on March 30th. Grow up, Julie, she says. Okay, no bullying there, right? Well, how about all the KJ memes? That's not bullying either, is it? And let's go into real entertainment news.
That's a very valid point, that one.
Has faced some backlash and negative comments by both creators and subscribers. To date, I have not seen one time any comments were as completely vulgar as what he spews. EKC likes to beat the dead horse by saying, "Oh, he's being punished."
I agree, Joey. That was a very, very valid comparison. And what she's about to say is thought it'll make you think.
For comments he made months ago. He's apologized. Why is he still being targeted? Okay, you're right. Comments he made months ago, and weeks ago, and days ago. He hasn't learned. He continues to call women cracker bitches. In fact, referring to Charlotte's channel as the CB family, the cracker bitch family. He repeatedly tells women that they want his better, and he asks a homosexual man if he likes. Well, I'm not going to repeat that. He had an entire stream called "The Anti-KJ Community is Stalking Me," because he claimed that those against him were following him into streams. Well, I guess him going into Drew Ball of Wax's stream and Manda Pants stream this week isn't stalking. I guess him telling Sincere to go into Josh Cox's stream wasn't stalking. And I guess him entering Josh's stream that was simply about a video game under a sock account and getting onto the panel and spewing disgusting comments wasn't stalking.
Is this Ren?
Yes. Yeah, he went into Josh's, Josh Cox, who he's been here a few times. He went.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I missed it. I haven't heard it. I don't know what was said, but it was upsetting.
I watched that stream. I was in there with I can't remember what's the name of that girl. She's very she's got very light skin, whereas she's got kind of like a goth look. You know what I'm talking about?
Kind of like who?
She's got kind of like a goth look to her. Something like oh Christ. She doesn't have a lot of people. I think you mentioned her stream the other day. If you know which one I'm talking about, the one you went on the other day. You went on somebody's stream the other day. Remember?
I don't remember. You had to remind me of my memory.
It was like 3 or 4 days ago. You went there for a little while. But that's where I saw that. What's that? No.
Y'all, do y'all know what he's talking about? T-Spiracy.
It's
Words
like
have power. Words have power.
Words have power, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Y'all know. And Hermie's mom said glare. Good.
They were, they were talking about how he's like making fun of Josh because I guess, he's LGBTQ. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? Like, that's his own choice. He's not grabbing your piece, and and
it's
you're
not even a choice. It's who he is, right? So,
well, whatever his choice is, you know what I'm trying to say. Whether it, is his choice, you know what I'm trying to. It has nothing to do with him. Like, what is it? Why is that a judgment? It doesn't. It's not something to judge somebody what they are, or if they're a good person or not good person. You go by a person's actions, not by. You know what I mean? What their preference is, or put it this way. Like, I'll just say it like this. Like some people like anal. You know what I mean? Like, you don't judge someone because of something like that. Like,
damn it, Joey, you're going to get Miss Cassandra popped up. Don't. I just have to say, what goes on in your bedroom is none of my business unless I'm there. I don't care.
That's it.
Right? Yeah. Unless it affects me.
Yeah.
He asked, man, that's jacked up.
Yeah, that's what I saw in that chat. In the words have power. They in the side chat they were talking about how badly he had gone after, this person. I was kind of a little disappointed in that somebody who we don't. I guess we talk like we're very friendly, but I guess we don't agree on stuff. Which is without a jelly donut, or I think is his name.
Yeah, he used to be he's a uni person.
He was really kind of supportive of Ren, which kind of.
Oh yeah, he's good. Oh, I don't know about that.
No,
he's very nice to me. He's very
he's always nice to me. He always says hello. We're always, he said, someone was like, oh, it was in the what do you call it? It was in the Tiny Dancer stream where there people were like ragging on me. He's like, I don't agree with Joey, but he's a good guy. You know what I mean? Like, know. So, that's, people are allowed to disagree, and doesn't mean, like, I put it this way, like, remember I can't remember. Oh, it was Mother Funk, who she would be in here and she would really, she was in Jason's stream all the time, but she was always
here the other night, by the way.
I think I just saw her earlier. I don't know if she's still here or not. I think I saw her,
she was here.
I think so earlier.
Hey, Heather. Sorry. I just
you
thought
know, it's like you could be in, you don't have like it's like what we talked about before. You don't have to choose teams. Hi, mother.
right.
There she is. See, I told you she's here.
Hey, motherfuck.
You
Woo, Sam
know,
Queen Cindy, that pretty lady. Okay, go ahead.
so so Mother Funk would be in Jason's stream. She'd be here. Like, well, she behaved herself really well here, and she behaved herself well in Jason's. You know what I mean? People can be adults. You know what I mean? You don't
Yeah,
have
they can
to.
like the
It's not high
creator and not
school.
like their, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Um, let me I'm gonna hit play because this is a part kind of leading into what we
Okay, I'll
were
be quiet
talking
for
about.
a
No,
while.
no,
Yep.
we'll talk in just a minute. Hey, Cindy
Yep.
Lou, Liz. Hey, feel the love.
Well, Black did a real fucking good bit of good for Josh that night, right? Questioning the problematic behavior of a Black creator is bullying and racism, while disgusting attacks on a homosexual man with autism is okay. In the case of the Teflon Princess, there were attacks on a mentally disabled woman, while when it's on a creator, this is completely acceptable. Double standards much? Over and over, we are hearing that Dottie Morgan, EKC, and Real Entertainment News are being bullied, dogpiled, and people are trying to cancel them. What has been happening to Katie Joy for months? You are getting dogpiled by maybe 10 or 20 people, while Katie Joy is being constantly watched and picked apart by possibly hundreds. Things such as her chin, her hairline, her parenting, and whatever else are dissected. This woman does plenty of things that could be questioned, but the anti KJ community doesn't take the high road, pointing out problematic behavior. They instead stoop into the gutter by attacking things beyond her control with no guilt at all. Then they turn around and have the audacity to cry victim of targeted harassment. You simply can't have it both ways. I'm sorry. Problematic behavior can be discussed when it extends past Katie Joy. Or is she the only questionable creator out there? Does everyone else's shit not stink? Sad fishing is a word of the day. Well, how about hearing about every single health condition every stream a creator makes? When I know about as much of someone else's health as I know about my own, there is a serious problem. I have my own serious health conditions. I've made one video about it simply to bring awareness. That is it. I don't discuss it on Twitter. Even in private groups I'm a part of, it rarely comes up. For that matter, I even play an online game with a pretty tight group of friends. Every so often it slips out, and they're like, "What? You have cancer? Well, why didn't you tell me?" Well, why don't I tell people? Because heaven forbid I start being told that I'm sad fishing. Now let's move on to Twitter. As most on the Twitter streets are private individuals, I won't throw out names. But the level of doxing going on right now is completely insane. The friendships that have been destroyed. Not following the party line has become grounds for war. I would like to say that I am immune to doxing. I would like to say that I haven't been targeted. But unfortunately, I cannot. There were threats made to me about revealing information. I also received private messages that told me my family would be better off if I died from my cancer because I'm such a horrible person, and that my children look like they were hit by a truck, all because of a Twitter spat. I've been on Twitter since 2008, all with my real name, my real photo, and a banner with my kid's picture on it. I was forced to change my name to a pseudonym and an avatar. I have, for the most part, left Twitter completely and removed a vast amount of tweets I once had on it. It just isn't worth it anymore. What the hell is even happening here? All because I, like many others, dared to question. Photos of children, legal names, address, criminal records, all splashed on the internet for all to see. But it's okay. This information's on the internet, so it makes it all right. But we live in a day and age where everything is on the internet. I mean, go to ancestry.com and you can even find someone's school picture. Nothing is truly private anymore. But does that make it right to bring that information to light just because someone upsets you? Well, doxing isn't illegal, so unjustified. Well, eating the last piece of someone's birthday cake isn't illegal either, but it doesn't mean you should do it. Or at least not if you have a shred of human decency or morals. Sadly, we are told repeatedly that we don't have to leave people that we follow on YouTube or Twitter because another creator tells us to. But what the people saying this are failing to miss the plot. Many are leaving because they have taken an inventory of what they are seeing and say enough is enough. I've already been accused of making videos for clicks and views. I suppose with around 150 subscribers and clearly no monetization, it must be all about those clicks and views. And I'm sure after this video, I will join the ranks of the Bulldogs. I will be nothing more than another Stan. I'm not. I'm too fucking old to follow anyone blindly. I am someone who's just simply tired of the hypocrisy. I'm just done. I've watched people I genuinely enjoyed watching disappoint me. Creators, please do better. People on Twitter, please do better. Life is simply too short to watch a community implode from within. Life's too short to watch creator wars and Twitter spats. Stop the doxing. Stop the finger pointing. Stop the hatred. You can help break the cycle by not responding. If one by one people stop responding, there won't be anything left to discuss, and finally the smoke can settle. If one by one people stop responding, the community can begin to heal. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Okay, okay. Welcome everyone that showed up while we were watching that. Let me stop.
This is not a love story.
What is going on?
Okay, nobody wants to hear that. Right now. Okay, let's see. I gotta pull my screens back together. Okay, I just saw Not a Fan of KJ. Hey, ma'am. Welcome. I hope you're doing okay today. MM, how are you? I saw Dottie's live the other night and was furious. I didn't call her names or body shame her. Didn't need to. I attacked her character. I left what I thought in chat and she put live on private. Yeah, she did that. Hey, Misty Go-Go. Kano, Kiki Ray. Just fine by behavior with by behavior. Terry Lynn, welcome. Let me see who else. Yeah. Okay, so that video, that like I said before, there was a few things. Hey, Jess Carter, there was a few things. Don't necessarily agree with every point she made there, but the video in general was well put together, well said, I must say. Not a fan. I've been praying for you, lady. Joey, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, I unmuted you. Hey,
Yeah.
Sassy Nas. Wonder Woman isn't fat. I don't know what that means. Welcome, everybody. She probably doesn't actually intimidate people. Yeah. I don't know. I never think of her as tall because I never saw her in person, so I don't know. Feel the love. Thank you for being a new member. Yay. And Terry Lynn Red, we can have a drink and pass out together. Love you back. Thank you for $19.99, Terry Lynn. Let's see. Joey, did you see Katie's stream?
No.
Her IG lives?
I saw some clips of when she's going to get everybody arrested, and it's like the old days when they were talking about everybody in the Reddit's going to get arrested and everybody in the Facebook. The FBI is checking the FBI. So the FBI apparently has nothing better to do than worry about internet, drama.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, what else?
If you're mean, even if you do something that can be, even if you do something that is considered illegal. That doesn't mean that the FBI, just because it happens across state lines, that it involves the FBI. Like the FBI is dealing with, real crime.
Like Josh Duggar right now, okay?
Exactly. Actually, stuff like that. Yeah. Child pornography rings. Stuff like that's what the FBI does. You know what I mean? Serious crimes, not like, oh, well, you hacked me. Hacking is illegal, but it's not like on the top of the list. When I was listening to Charlotte's stream, I don't know if it was Nat or I can't remember who it was. The person who was friendly with Nat, who was that other person?
Little Miss Noble.
Yeah, Interpol's going to get involved because the person was in England. Interpol is for serious. It's for ISIS and that kind of crime. It's not for this kind of stuff. They're not
Well, even Katie said even Katie admitted in her live IG that unfortunately the people who are overseas, in the UK or whatever, there's not going to be much legally they can do with them. So even she didn't lie about that part.
There's nothing they could do about the stuff in the United States either. The FBI doesn't care. Local law enforcement doesn't care. There are murders going on. There's child trafficking going on. There's sex trafficking going on. You know what I mean? There's real crimes going on. And you know what I mean? They're dealing with the whole defund the police stuff, which is,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, they have real issues on their hands, and somebody hacking some other YouTuber because they don't like it, it's not on their priority list. You know what I mean? It just isn't. If it was put it this way, if like, her child was in danger because of this, like, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
there was like some kind of like threat of him being kidnapped or so, then they would become involved. But other than that, like they don't care. They don't
Right.
care at all. You know what I mean?
Yep. As long as somebody's life ain't in danger. And I think it was pretty, like, I'm sorry. In the beginning, it was kind of scary, this hacker or threatening person, whatever. But after a few threats, it got ridiculous. Like the EKC stream that I was in, that there was somebody with the same name as me in real life, like my first name, last initial, was in there threatening people's lives. And Nat was in the chat with us talking about being harassed by Charlotte's subscribers while there's a hacker saying the next time we'll kill her, talking about Nat. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
What? Make it make sense. And then we went over to my live stream. I started one and Erin ended hers. And same thing, same people, same hackers, same. It was just a little bit, it got to the point I was insulting them and I wasn't scared of them. So, yeah, the FBI followed up. I think Dottie said she reported it on Saturday and they were knocking on her door on Tuesday or something, a few days. But, I mean, they might reach out, but it's not top priority. Cash is being extra, and my plumber is doing landscaping in the yard. And Cash,
can you? Someone asked if you could slow down the chat.
I can. Oh man, hold on. I'm gonna have to do something about him. Cash.
I find it really hard to believe that the FBI would actually show up to Dottie's house. To tell you, I'm sorry. Like
Well,
I find that. Yeah, allegedly.
And I never doubted her.
I mean, I could see her maybe calling her back, but to send an agent to her house, like unless her, I can't remember how the FBI calls it, their district or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say? Unless, the FBI office. Unless the FBI office.
Headquarters. Where is that's in Virginia, right? No?
No, they're all over. There's one in New York here. There's one in Albany. There's one downstate New York. There's like 4 or 5 of them, I think, in my state. But, I don't think there's a ton of crime in Wisconsin. I think that's where she's from. But I still don't think that they have time to. Well, someone sent me a death threat to go to her house. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that they don't have an office in her town, so they're going to drive like an hour there. They just call her up and like, well, what happened? You know what I mean? And she can provide all the information that is required. That, you know what I mean, like verbal, over the phone or through electronic communications. I mean, this isn't like the 70s where, you know what I mean, you can't, they did regular contact. Everything it's just not done. Like I've contacted the FBI about my town at one point. And this was like real crimes that were going on. We're like,
I'm gonna go let him out because he's showing that.
So I don't know. I'm dubious of this claim. You know what I mean? You're muted, by the way. I see you talking, but you're muted. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about all and everything. I live in an area where, there's like 2 state troopers for a fairly large area, and I think their number one issue where I live is like domestic violence. And I live in an area that has a decent amount of not drugs, but guns. So, you know what I mean? Like it's really dangerous for them because they're going into, homes where, these people are armed. And, there was a guy, I didn't see him get killed, but I saw the police chasing him down. He had shot his girlfriend in the stomach. And, the guy was at the end of my street, and a couple of state troopers showed up. I thought they were coming from my neighbor because they were creeping around his house. And I saw, the guy got into his little car and he took off. And, the state trooper ran into his car and he went backwards down my street at like 50 miles an hour. It was pretty impressive to see him, he kept it dead straight and he backed down the street, and the guy made it to a busy intersection over at the corner, and people don't know whether he committed suicide or was killed by the trooper, but he got shot in the head. And that was it, and so that's what police have to deal with. That's the stuff that they really got to deal with. But I do want to give a shout out to, I wish I knew remember what the guy's name was, but I ran out of gas and I was about 8 miles from home, and state trooper pulled up, asked me if I had anybody who's going to help me, and I was like, no. And he gave me a ride into town because, I live right in I was only 8 miles away. There's a gas station right in my town. Got a couple of gas cans, filled them up, made it back out there, and he took me back out. He was a really nice guy. So, that was a solid, because otherwise I was going to have to pay like $50 for a taxi, $75.
What I was saying, I heard you say you're muted.
Yeah.
I forgot I was muted. I was answering someone in the chat said, who called Dottie fat? And someone else said that they're trying to spin it as Amazon being called Amazon is calling her fat. Is that true? I hadn't heard that.
I don't think no, that doesn't mean calling her an Amazon. That has to do with it has to do with because she said I'm 6'2" and I intimidate, Right. I not only intimidate women, I also intimidate men because of my stature. So that's what that I'm sure is coming from. It's funny. What I feel like an idiot because for years I always thought that Amazon women were like they were talking about women from South America. But it has nothing to do with that. They're from north of the Black Sea. They're kind of like by Russia. And
are they tall women in general?
It was supposed to be like it has to do with antiquities, like in I think like 1000 2000 BC that there was supposedly like a colony that was more run by women than by men, and they were physically powerful and that kind of thing. I watch a lot of history stuff, so it's kind of like a bit I don't know whether it's true or it's a bit of legend, possibly true kind of thing. So
okay,
but I feel like an idiot. I always thought it was from south, because the Amazon River. Like, oh, okay, they must be from Brazil area. That's what they're talking about.
Let's see here. Sylvie quitting to me. The rest of what she said was disgusting. Hey, just here for the tea. Hey, just Carter. Kier. Charlotte was very, very scared at first, especially when her police department didn't give a crap. But after a while, the threats were so ridiculous, even we laughed. Yeah, Julie's boob. And I'm sorry, Cash is barking, but I can't let him out because the plumber is landscaping, and Cash keeps going out there and chasing the landscaping tool. I can't think. The rake. Yeah.
What keeps your USB thing? You keep hearing it go.
Yeah, I'm trying to upload a picture from my phone and it keeps saying no.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get them on here because I wanted to show a picture of my baby from yesterday. Cash, stop! Okay, now I have to play for real. This child is going to freak out, but I am listening. Well, look how tall people in that area are general now. Joey D plus. What's matrilineal mean? Matrilineal mean?
Women instead of patriarchy,
Oh, okay.
Matriarchal.
Yeah, they should be the bosses, in my opinion, allegedly. Okay, it's not. It's gotta be because there's a video that I'm trying because I'm out of video space.
Okay.
And if y'all didn't let me just make sure there ain't nothing on here I don't want nobody to see. I think they're all good. Where's my baby's picture? Well, we'll wait. Okay, first and foremost, anyone to take offense to Amazon woman hates Wonder Woman. Any way to be a victim, I guess. Cash, come here. So I jerk a knot in your head. Can I go back immediately to the hospital if you start vomiting?
What's wrong with Cano?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's wrong, Cano? If you want to take a link, you can. I know you probably don't feel like it if you're sick. Let me see if my pictures did right. Don't see the one of my baby. Cano, Tipster's in the chat. What did she not do? She got it out wrong, Tipster. Grab that link. I'll tell you all about it. I was looking for you. I invited you to my stream last night, and I didn't do one. Didn't that work like that? Nikki, maybe she shouldn't do a drunken live stream shaming someone's addiction or accuse someone of being an addict. Amen, sister. I concur.
Well, I saw, who was it? I think it's Carly is her name or something like that. She puts up a lot of screenshots or short videos, and she had the one where she put up the screenshots of like she knows oh, that's right, she knows what Shen's name is, and she knows everybody's name now, and it's all been forwarded to the authorities, and basically we're all gonna get arrested, and
well, I'm not doing it. I was going to wait and see if somebody wanted to go to that link. Colleen, I agree. We should definitely refrain from attacking people's problems, if any. Yeah, I don't even know. She was mad because I suppose because I mentioned the whole Nat thing. But I think saying I was, and it went so far as to saying I was on a live stream doing heroin. What the hell was that?
No, it's
come on now. Come on now. That just ain't right. I'm trying to save. A channel manager is here. I love you, crazy Christy. I'm not drunk. I intimidate not only women but also elephants from my bathtub. I'm not drunk. I love you. I love you. I intimidate sober squirrels. Mate, that one makes sense.
Can I do a little short little update?
You sure can.
Kyle didn't show up for court, I guess, yesterday, the day before. So it's Friday, of course, yeah, because today, yeah. So there is supposedly an arrest warrant that's been signed for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where did they have his address listed?
I guess it's still the same, he's still living with his mother. I don't know where he's living, to tell you the truth. But that he didn't show up for court. And
wow,
the judge said he was going to sign like an arrest warrant for him. And Steve had to send in some other paperwork, and he did it like right away. So supposedly there is a bench warrant for his arrest for not showing up. And then plus he's got a July court date because he was driving with fictitious plates and without a driver's license.
Well, what is it?
Hey.
Hey, Cano. What's wrong with you, girl?
Hey. I was in a car accident.
When?
After I got off of work.
Oh, on you ride home?
Yes.
Talking about yesterday?
You'd have been safer walking.
Last night. No. I got off of work at 2:00.
Cash stop.
and we were on our way to 7-Eleven. Well, coming back.
Lady.
We was coming onto the highway, and this guy, he purposely jumped out in front of the car, and Jason didn't see him. One of my best friend's husband, and she was in the front and I was in the back seat. Yeah.
Man, is
It's
everybody,
And
was
what
anybody
happened to the
hurt?
person?
They wouldn't even when I went over to the hospital, when I went to the hospital, they wouldn't even let me check up on the guy to see how he was doing or anything.
Yeah, because you're not family.
How
Right.
was he? Bro? Have
And
you heard?
no, they wouldn't even tell me what was wrong with him or anything, had he made it or if he's dead or anything. So I started crying, and they was like, I said, the dude is, homeless. I'm kind of concerned because he was just at my job, buying stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're
So
kind
that
of
before
was.
we closed.
Have you heard if he's released from the hospital yet, or?
No, they won't even tell us.
Well, if you call the hospital, they have to tell you, and you ask for a patient, they'll tell you if they're there or not.
They wouldn't even let me.
Cash, stop.
They wouldn't even give me his name or anything.
Oh, you don't know his name? Oh, you're talking about the person in the other vehicle?
No, he was walking.
He was
On
walking.
foot. Yeah, he's on foot.
Oh, the guy that jumped out in front of you. I'm sorry. That's what I meant.
Yeah, she's dealing more
we-
with emotional trauma. You know what I mean? That's what she's dealing
Right, and so that brought back memories really bad because my daughter was killed in a car accident, and
Oh my
then
God.
we just lost one of our friends here on YouTube because this person had hit their head, right? And that brought back memories of that too. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going anywhere until I get my head scanned or whatever. I said, I'm not going home because I'm not going to go to sleep, and that's scary.
with. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I hope that
Just a little sore though. Just a little sore. My back and my neck. Yeah.
I
love you all too.
I know it's hard. And shutting my door won't help because it's just. I tried to let him out. I got no, don't.
Did the person come through the windshield or anything like that, or?
They almost did, but they didn't. Because I was talking to my best friend and looking through my purse to get something out for her, and all I heard felt was, like he slammed on the brakes, and I hit my head in the back of the headrest, and my neck and stuff went back. And then I'm very sorry, you guys. I did not have on my seatbelt when I was sitting in the back seat, and I was looking for it to put it on, and I didn't get it on in time.
What are you apologizing for?
Because that was silly of me not to have my seatbelt on in the back.
Well, it was, but you only hurt yourself, and I'm so glad you're okay.
Yeah, and
I always wear mine now.
Yeah, for sure when I'm sitting in it, because I see a lot of people that sit in back seats of cars that don't put on their seatbelt, and we're supposed to.
I don't in the back seat. I don't.
Well, it's a good idea too, because you could get more hurt than the person's in the front.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just not.
And then, I was really nervous at first. The shock didn't hit me until I got to the hospital, because I was really worried more about my best friend because of her heart, but she didn't even want to go to the hospital to get checked out.
Really?
No.
I'm so sorry.
My best friend, because I need to call her later to see if she's doing okay.
Yeah. Well, you've been asleep. You haven't been awake long, right? Or have you not been asleep yet?
No, I've been asleep. I slept for like 6 hours, but I had to stay up like 3 hours. They made me stay up like 3 hours. Right? No, they said I can't go back to work until Tuesday.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna get sore. You'll probably be more sore tomorrow than you are now.
Oh my God, I'm already feeling it, and then I got a big old bruise in the back of my back. So I bruise pretty easily. So
Yeah. Were you in yeah. Wow. How many people were in your car? 3?
it was 3 of us. It's my best friend's husband um car.
I know
Yeah.
what you need. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. There's some stuff. How about you go tell her not to accuse people of being a junkie? That's far worse. Okay, so there's
That's the
some.
worst thing to do. Yeah.
What's
What's
that?
that?
They accuse people of something that they're not even doing. I don't like that kind of stuff. Yeah. I was listening to chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't.
yeah, I filled that person in on the on the. I'm going to jerk a knot in his ass. Cash, come here. He wants to go outside, and he just
I
can't.
have I have some Epsom salts. I'm taking me another Epsom salt bath later on. And then I'm gonna walk over to CVS and get a couple of things.
I have a friend that's like 28 years old, and if it's plumber's friend really. And if I say, "Oh, my finger hurts," or "Oh, my back hurts," or "Oh, my toe hurts," he'll say, "Have you got any Epsom salt?" And I don't know where he heard that, but I mean that's like that's something my mama says. And he's like, "It works, it works." He used
It
to.
does.
Somebody
It
older
does
person
work.
than him told him about it, and now he's a firm believer.
Okay, you take some Vicks Vapor Rub and I put it on, something that is stick to the bottom of my feet, like one of my what is those icy hot pads, and I rub it on there, and I tape it to the bottom of my foot, and it will take the soreness out of your feet and your legs. It really does work.
Come on.
Yes, it really does work.
I'm gonna try that. I don't like.
Reminded me of stuff when I was a kid. Like I was my parents had the Epsom salt around and the Vicks Vapor Rub and all that stuff. Yeah. For us kids,
And castor oil. Yeah.
That one I've never done. I've never done that.
Oh, castor oil is disgusting, but it helps.
Cash made his nightly appearance. Trying to get him to stop barking.
What are you giving him snacks?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not doggy snacks, but it's not chocolate, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I want me some double mocha almond fudge ice cream right now.
That sounds good.
Oh yes.
Really comfort food. It's really scary. Car accidents are no joke.
I want to read in the chat. I can't with some of it. Just because, okay, if you don't see a chat, somebody doesn't. Never mind. I won't. My kid is getting salty, so I have to get my butt out of chat. I'm listening. Sit down, Shuddy, Cash. Misty Go said, "Oh hell no, for real." Let's see, Sarah. Welcome. Hey, I can't believe channel manager's here taking a bath. That's taking it back old school. Look, and Mother Funk's in the chats again. Mister. So glad she's back. They need to leave LilRed alone with their BS. Thank you, Sophie Queen. And always busy sick here. These people are ruthless. It's so disgusting, like they have nothing better to do. No, sweetie, you should watch for closed head injury. And there's Tammy being a nurse. Tammy and Mama Nurse. Nurse Mama. That's who she is. We love her. She's always worried about everybody. She loves us.
Yes.
Sandra said, "Channel manager LilRed hasn't been here much herself. I miss you too." I haven't been here much. I've been busy doing plumbing work.
Well, you use the PVC or I mean the PEX pipe, or
what?
you use PEX pipe or what? What are you talking about? Just the sink and stuff or what?
Yeah, PEX is the new thing, right? Um, yeah, Joey, what you said. We use PEX.
I just bet you were, huh?
Huh?
Oh, that kind of plumbing? Oh, okay.
They like to
Someone's,
pick on me, Joey.
someone's laying pipe. Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
I mean, I've made a friend.
Yeah.
He's a
Well,
plumber
the
by
plumber,
trade.
yeah, the plumber.
Yeah, I see that S.C. Johnson.
Yeah. Okay, here.
Oh, I hear him in the background.
He's like, mama. He smacks his lips. Where do I find my pictures? I just saved. I wanted to show y'all because that little baby, she's so cute, adorable. But I can't
Dominic
seem to find
looking at the TV like, who is that?
it.
Who is that doggy?
My son brought his little wire haired terrier chihuahua mix, ugly little thing over here a while ago. She might have weighed 3 pounds, and if they'd have put her on the ground, Cash would have been scared of her.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's funny. Where did pictures go? Where do pictures go when you save them? I mean, I got them right here, but I don't see.
Go to like your file manager on your phone. You're talking about?
Maybe. I don't see the one of my baby though that I want to put here. So, I don't know. I don't know. That's not it. Maybe it is. Add to new album. Where's the new album? If I import them, it's asking for my device, and I don't want to do that because it finishes. I know why, because I don't have any room for videos. No, that ain't working. Back them up. I took some very good professional pictures, y'all. I'll show you. No, I was wrong.
Now you got me eating my pistachio nuts.
How do I import them? No, cancel. Close.
You should be able to see it as a hard drive.
You would. Well, they're on my phone, and I'm trying to get them.
Right, but you should be when you go to like you have Windows, right?
Yeah.
When you go to my PC, you should see that as some kind of device, and you double click on that, and you should be able to see the folders.
Well, I see it. I see internal storage, and it's red. But when I click on it, nothing. The folders aren't there.
Okay.
Maybe
Why don't you send it to yourself on like
yeah, that's a good idea.
on Twitter.
Good idea, Joey.
And that way you can get it to your computer.
Y'all are gonna die. She's so adorable. She's at the beach today for the first time ever.
She's what?
She's at the beach today. My little grandbaby. They went to the beach last night.
Very cool.
And she's never been, so I wished I was there to see it.
I got my place lined up for Ecuador for December. So I'll probably
when are you leaving?
December. I'll go for like 3 months. Did you see what I posted on my pinned post?
Mm-mm.
Why don't you open it up? Because I don't want to do it, but go to my Twitter feed It's my pin post.
Pinned post is. Why are you growling at me? Can you ask nicely?
Because he wants more food.
He wants all my Doritos. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's share
The video, yeah.
stream. Let's see. Where'd it go? Hold on. That's where you're going to be for 6 months?
3. That's specific.
That's gorgeous. I'm so jealous.
And you see all that. You could see all the tankers out there. Like that's why, like at night, you could see those from like the apartment that I stay in. It looks really cool.
That's gorgeous. Where are they running at?
What's that? There's like a refinery that they get gasoline or oil from. I can't remember.
I like those steps. I like that cliff. It's really cool.
You see the steps? It's like it's just cut into the, like into the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see me go to the edge right there.
Did you make that video the last time you were there?
Yeah, that's on my little GoPro kind of thing. That's only a block away from like where I stay. So you only got to walk a block to get there. If you go up the coast, like where you're looking at right now, you go up, I don't know, like 3/4 of a mile. That's where like there's like actual like restaurants on the beach, because these are all just houses that are right on the beach. But they have like restaurants over there. So like when it's like a holiday and stuff, that's when that beach is like packed. There's like a ton of people over there at that time of year. And that's a place where they have all those like tidal pools that like when you walk there, they're rocks that go out into the ocean. And, as the waves wash up on the beach, it goes into makes it in little pools that, get heated up by the sun.
That's amazing. Real. I'm jelly. And I know you invited me, but I'll never have the money or the I won't be able to go.
3 months. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I figured, because that's when it's friggin' cold. And I really enjoyed their like New Year's, because it's just like people are just getting drunk in the street and lighting off fireworks, and they have those things. I can't remember what it's called, but it's supposed to represent like your ancestors and stuff like that. And at 12 o'clock they burn them. You know what I mean? So that's honoring some spirits of the past or whatever. It's really cool. The like paper mache things. Like some people go crazy where they have ones that are like 30 foot tall.
I think I got company.
He quieted down.
Yeah, there's the plumber's in there now.
Oh, the plumber. Oh, the plumber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all right, y'all. It's been almost 2 hours. I might come back later if y'all will have me. Because I don't know what's going on around here, but if I'm going to be here and nothing going on, I'll come back. Maybe you'll be here if I do, Joy.
All right. Well, fuck you.
I love y'all. Thank you for coming. It's been fun. It's been good. Hey, Monica Shore, I missed you. Y'all have a good night. I love you, and I'll try to be back in a couple hours. Love you.
All right.
Take
Good
care.
night.
Night, good night. I'm glad you're safe.
Thank
Stay out of
you.
court.
Love you guys.
Yep. Hope you feel better.
I will.